Hello friends, now we are going to discuss about variables and data types in JavaScript. So we have variables in JavaScript also, which is used in programming. So first let's talk about variables. Variables basically is a kind of container in which we could store the information or some values, and then we use those values in our further program. Okay, before we start creating a variable, we must know the condition to write a variable in JavaScript. So variables are case sensitive. For example, a is equals to 10 and uppercase A is equals to 20. Both are different variables, so they are case sensitive, and the other condition is that they must begin with a letter. We cannot write a variable name which starts with a number, so you have to take care of these conditions. For example, see on the screen we have A is equals to 10 and we have B is equals to 20. So I have another variable. And one more thing is that when a variable and its initialization always ends with a semicolon. So I will put A is equals to 10, then semicolon, and after that B is equals to 20, then semicolon. After that I will write add equals to A plus B, then a semicolon. So through this way we have a total of 3 variables. A has a value of 10, B has 20, and the add variable will ultimately have the sum of A and B. And if I change the value of A or B, then the value of add variable changes by its own. That is why its name is variable, because it does not have a constant value. Their values are always varying. So this is the basic concept of variables. We will learn more about them at various parts in this course as we continue our learning and use them again and again. Now let's learn about data types as well. So if you have heard of or used C or C++, then you might know about data types, in which we have to define the type of variable we are defining. As we have this sum variable on the screen, which has the value of A variable and B variable. Both A and B variables has an integer value, so their summation is also an integer, which means we are storing an integer value in this add variable. So it is a kind of integer variable. So in C or C++, we used to write like, suppose I am writing in C++ language, so I want this add variable, and this add variable will have a integer value. So in C++, to define a variable which have a integer value, I have to write something like this: int, then the variable name add, then semicolon. So through this way I have to declare the variable. And to write some string, we have to use like char for the string character, then name, which is the variable name. So this is my character variable, and to write a string variable I will write string, then any address, which is again a variable. Like all these things we used to do in C or C++, but now in JavaScript we don't have any rule to write all these data types. You don't have to define the variable type, you just write the variable name and start doing your work. So before, we used to define a variable like if I talk about the JavaScript, before we used to write like var, then the variable name add, then a semicolon. So through this way we were defining the variable name. But now you don't need to write this keyword here, the var keyword. You don't have to write this. Okay, and you can directly declare a variable just by writing its name. So to declare a add variable, I will simply write add, which is a variable. So let's have a live example on the screen. So first of all, I will just write the basic tags, which is HTML, then head, then I'll close the head tag, and in the body, then a body tag close, and then HTML tag close, and after that in head I will write title, and in title I will write JavaScript, and I will close the title tag. Okay, and I just choose the language to HTML here, and let's do some indentations. Okay, and in the body tag I will write script type is equals to text forward slash JavaScript, and then I will close the script tag. Okay, so I will save this file on my desktop with a folder JavaScript tutorials, and here I will write file.html. Okay, so now in the script tag I will write some variables. I will write like this: where, then the variable name a, which is equals to 50. Then I will write where b, which is equals to 60. Then I will write the summation, so I will write where, then sum is equals to a plus b, and then a semicolon. And after that I will write document dot write, and in brackets I will write sum, and after that I will write a semicolon. So I have defined a variable a whose value is initialized at 50 in this statement, and after that I declared another variable which is b, and its value is 60. Then one more variable here which is the sum variable, and it assigned its value with the summation of a and b. After that I write document dot write, and in the brackets I just stored the sum, which is the variable, so that it can print the value of some variable on the screen. Now save this file and look at the web browser. So I just need to open this file. I will go to JavaScript, then just open this file. Okay, so here we are getting the result of summation. So this is the very basic concept of variables and data types in JavaScript. Thanks for watching.